As a kid on Christmas, I always get excited for certain things if you open certain gifts. So I was like a kid on Christmas on Sunday after the game for the Patriots. I was extremely nervous for this Patriots Texans game because of the Texans defense, because of the way Drake May was turning the ball over against the Los Angeles Chargers in the first game. It was a snowy game. It was a perfect, magical January Foxborough game. It made me think back to the time when I was a young kid watching the Patriots with Tom Brady. Divisional game. We would kick kick ass in the divisional round, and it was just like that. And the CJ Stroud was absolutely terrible with 4 interceptions. Kayshon Boutte with the one-handed catch in the fourth quarter. Drake May dropping it right in the bucket. I mean, it was everything you could ask for and more. The job is not done. We are not done yet. We have to go to Denver. But we'll talk about this game. The Texans defense was everything I thought it was and more. Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter are just absolute freaks off the edge. And Drake May had a problem with the ball security. That's another big thing there. He's got to figure out how to understand when the pressure is coming. Yeah, it's a really tall task for Will Campbell, excuse me, and Morgan Moses to defend those two defensive ends. But they've both got to play much better. The run game was good. We had some plays. Of course, Drake May still had 3 touchdowns on the day. Stephon Diggs had that one great catch in the end zone there. Pop Douglas with the one in the first quarter there. I loved it. It was a great game from my Patriots. But like I said, job is not done. Now we can flip the page to CJ Stroud and the 4 interceptions he had. Well, I know a lot of people here on social media, and people have been sitting here saying, oh, CJ Stroud is terrible. He's not a franchise quarterback. But that right there is a case because they want to discredit the Patriots defense. Oh, 31 other quarterbacks could have came in there and beat the Patriots. It's like, whoa. Justin Herbert last week for the Los Angeles Chargers played against the New England Patriots. Yeah, but his offensive line was extremely banged up, and they have the worst offensive line without Alton Slater. It's like, okay, that's a perfect way to discredit the Patriots defense and how good it has been in these past 2 games. It's like, let's give credit where credit is due. We're not saying the Patriots have a bunch of all-stars on defense, but you know what? That defense plays when the lights come on. Milton Williams, stud. Chris Gonzalez, stud. Davis, another great game. And those guys play together as a unit. And people can keep doubting us. And I love people disrespecting the Patriots defense as a whole. Like, oh, the Texans defense, the Seahawks defense, the Broncos defense. It's like the Patriots defense is pretty darn good too. We got some good players on that defense. Marcus Jones. So I love when people trash talk the Patriots defense because they've been kind of doubted all year. And now they're in the AFC Championship. But yeah, questions definitely have to be brought up about CJ Stroud. He 4 interceptions. He looks scared at times. You can sit here and nitpick and pinpoint certain things about the Texans, how their offensive line was banged up and how Nico Collins was out with the concussion and Dalton Schultz didn't play. Or Dalton Schultz got hurt in the first quarter with a calf injury, and then Tank Dell didn't play, was still injured, and he hasn't played. And they really didn't have anything going on the ground game. But you know what? You play with the guys you have, and that excuse does never flies in my book. I don't care what people have to say. Look at the Patriots wide receiving core and look at the Texans offensive wide receiving core. Compare the two. We're not going to sit here and play what ifs. We don't do that. That's not how it goes. You play with the guys you have on the field. That's how it goes. It's never going to be about the way people want to make that narrative. Oh, the Texans, if they were healthy, it's like the same thing you could say with the Niners. If the Niners were fully healthy against the Seattle Seahawks, it's like, nah. We don't do that here. You play with the guys you have, and that's how it goes. I was told that Derek Stingley and Kamari Lassiter were going to be clamping Kayshon Boutte and Stephon Diggs, and the Patriots aren't going to be able to score, and Drake May is going to be put in the dirt. It's like, well, last I checked, Drake May did have 3 touchdowns. So you can take that way whichever you want. And I was loving it. Texans fans were chirping and trash talking on social media all week. This isn't the Brady era. It's over. It's done. You guys are losing at home. Drake May is not this. Drake May is not that. They're still going to sit here and they're still going to trash talk the Patriots because Drake May had 4 turnovers and he wasn't clean. He wasn't sharp. It's like, it is Drake May's second playoff game. Just remember that. CJ Stroud has played a few more playoff games than Drake May, and Drake May has just as many playoff wins as CJ Stroud now. So, do I still think CJ Stroud is a franchise quarterback in the NFL? Yes, I do, but I think people tend to forget the Patriots have a good defense, and it is really hard to win in Foxborough a January game when it's snowing like that, when you're not used to that. And yes, you were expected to come to play in all weather conditions. It doesn't matter. He played at Ohio State or whatever. He's from California. But the point is the Patriots defense deserves a lot more credit than what it is getting out there. CJ Stroud, I think, is a franchise quarterback. I think he still has it in him. He's just got to find that confidence again, because he was the rookie of the year at one point. The Patriots were sending a bunch of blitzes at him. And if they can get their offensive line figured out, I think they'll be a much better team next year. And doesn't seem like they're going anywhere because they still have a lot of young talent on that defense. But yes, you could totally say in a perfect world, CJ Stroud blew that game for the Texans. They should have won that game with any other quarterback, but that's not how I go about it. That's the quarterback that plays for the Houston Texans. And back what I was saying a little earlier, Justin Herbert came into Foxborough and they lost. Well, if we had another quarterback and put him in instead of CJ Stroud, it's like, okay, then that's a whole what if scenario. We don't play that. That's not how it goes. Anyways, super proud of this team for the Patriots, where they were from the beginning of the season to where they are now. Like I said, job is not done. We have to win in Denver this Sunday and go to a Super Bowl. But our focus is on Denver. We're not just going to think we're going to cakewalk in there. I don't play those games. We still have a game to play on Sunday. I did like what D'Amico Ryans had to say. I'm backing my guys. This is our quarterback, because you don't want to go out there and say out in the media afterwards, like he played trash, or you want to trash talk him, or players are talking down on him. Like Will Anderson, said, that's our guy. Like that is the right way to approach it. Like other instances you've seen in the past, like people have, downplayed it and put their quarterback down. But in a situation like that, it was really tough for him. I feel bad for, the Texans like that, because they have really good defense. And, if they did beat the Patriots, and I would have hoped they would have went all the way, just because of how fun that defense is. Like, I have not watched a defense like that in the NFL that is that good in years. Yeah, the Legion of Boom, the 2015 Broncos defense, some of those Patriots defenses years ago. This Seattle and Denver defense in the still of the AFC and NFC Championship are both really good, but I don't think they're as good as Houston's defense. Now, of course, the Patriots have had to go up against two really, really good defenses, so I think that battle tests them for this upcoming game this Sunday in Denver.